Hey, what's going on? This is Coach Moore, and I'm back for another video. Factoring trinomials with a leading coefficient greater than 1. All right. And, hey, let's get started. All right, guys. So this first example right here, you want to, one, look for the GCF. That's first and foremost. GCF is always first. All right. So look for the GCF. Well, right here, guys, there is no GCF, okay? So the second thing we're going to do is we're going to take our leading coefficient, which is this 3 right here. See this x to the 4th? That's the highest degree. Well, this coefficient in this term is the leading coefficient. So 3x to the 4th. We're going to write that twice, okay? Now, we did that. So write leading coefficient twice, okay? Now, now we're going to multiply the leading coefficient and the constant. All right, 3 times negative 16 is negative 48. All right, so multiply those. We're going to take negative 48. And we're going to find the factors of negative 48 that will add to give me this middle term 2. Okay? So, what factors of negative 48 will add to give me 2? Well, that's going to be negative 6 and 8. Alright? Negative 6 times 8 is negative 48. Negative 6 plus 8 is 2, or 8 minus 6 is 2. All right. Now, the thing I want you to notice real quick is see how this is 2x squared? Well, keep that x squared in mind. We're going to go minus 6x squared. All right. And we're going to go plus 8x squared. So now I have like terms. Negative 6x squared plus 8x squared equals 2x squared. Okay. X squared. That's why they have x squares. Okay. Now, I look at these two factors and I go, what is the greatest common factor of this set right here? Just this one. All right, just this one right here. All right, I'm not looking at this side right now. I'm just looking at this side. And the greatest common factor right here, see 3 and 6, they have a factor of 3. And then remember the rule with the variables. You want the lowest degree. So see how this is x squared and x to the 4th? Well, we want x squared. All right. Then we're going to divide. Divide here, divide here. So we're going to go 3x to the 4th divided by 3x squared. Well, the 3's will cancel, and you have x to the 4th over x squared. You subtract 4 minus 2. All right, so you have x squared. And then right here, negative 6x squared over 3x squared. You're going to divide negative 6 divided by 3. It's negative 2. And x squared cancels. So x squared minus 2. And then on this side, you're going to do the same thing. Find the GCF. Well, that's going to be x squared. So 3x to the 4th divided by x squared is 3x squared. And 8x squared divided by x squared is 8. So guys, this right here is your factor of this. Okay. What's your factor? All right. For this one, let me see. Let me erase so I can have space to write. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. So now for this problem over here, step 1, find the greatest common factor. All right, well, the greatest common factor is 5. 35, 330, and 400 has 5 in common. All right, so if I factor out of 5, I'm left with 7. I almost wrote x. I'm left with 7 m to the 4th plus 66 m squared plus 4. No, plus. I'm sorry. Plus 80. There we go. Now, that was step 1. Now that we have step 1, we got to go and we found the greatest common factor. Now we do step 2, which is write the leading coefficients twice. Like so. Now take your leading coefficient and your constant and multiply them. 7 times 80 is 560. So we take 560 and we're going to find the factors of 560. Oops, this should be 66. I just realized. There we go, 66. All right. Now we're going to take the factors of 560 that will add to give me 33. Add to give me 33, and that's going to be, I'm sorry, not 33, 66. I'm tired, I guess. 66. So the factors of 560 that'll give me 66 are 10 and 56. 10 times 56 is 560, and 10 plus 56 is 66. So we're going to go 10 m squared, because this is m squared, and 56 m squared. Now we're not done. All right, and here's the hint. You know you're not done because these are the same values. All right. Now we're going to find the greatest common factor here. All right, or basically you're going to just keep doing it until you can't find any more common factors. The greatest common factor right here is going to be m squared. The greatest common factor over here is going to be 7m squared. When we simplify this, we get, oh, don't forget about your 5s here, guys. Bring those down. All right. Right here, 7m to the 4th divided by m squared is 7m squared. 10m squared divided by m squared is going to be 10. Right here, 7m squared divided by 7m squared. 7m to the 4th, excuse me, divided by 7m squared is going to be m squared. And 56m squared divided by 7m squared is going to be 8. All right, so here is the solution to number 2. All right, now for number 3. Again, step 1, find a GCF. Well, 25, 165, and 90 has the greatest common factor of 5. So I factor that out. To have 5a to the 4th minus 33a squared plus 18. Now, write the leading coefficient or the first term twice. Now, take the leading coefficient and the constant, multiply them to get 90. So what factors of 90 will add to give me negative 33? Negative 3 and negative 30. Negative 3 times negative 30 is positive 90. Negative 3 minus 30 is negative 33. So we're going to go negative 3a squared and negative 30a squared. Now we're going to take this first term right here, find the greatest common factor, which is a squared, and over here 5a squared. Now we divide. 5a to the 4th divided by a squared is 8. 5a squared, excuse me. Negative 3a squared divided by a squared is negative 3. Right here, 5a to the 4th divided by 5a squared is a squared. And negative 30a squared divided by 5a squared is negative 6. So there's your solution, or your factors, guys, of this equation up there, number 3. Expression. All right, number 4. All right, number 4 here. Find the greatest common factor. Well, it appears there's no greatest common factor. Like I know 7 doesn't go into 79. 11 times 7 is 77. So 7 doesn't go into 79. So there's no greatest common factor. Well, the greatest common factor is 1. So we don't factor out anything. Next, we're going to write that twice, the leading coefficient. So we have 7x to the 4th. 7x to the 4th. Now take your leading coefficient and your constant and multiply them. When you do that, you get 630. Now, you got to go, what factors of 630 can I add to get negative 79? Look, guys, see how this is 63 right here? That portion. Right, 63 and 9 will give me this. I'm sorry, 9 times 7 will give me 63. So I apply that in terms of a tenth. All right, 9 is 70. Negative 70 times negative 9 is negative 630. Excuse me, it's positive 630. And negative 70 minus 9 is negative 79. So negative 70 x to the fourth. I'm sorry, x squared. And negative 9x squared. Okay. Now right here, factor out the GCF, that looks like 7x squared. And over here, factor out the GCF, it looks like x squared. So here, 7x to the fourth divided by 7x squared is going to be x squared. And negative 70 x squared divided by 7x squared is going to be negative 10. 7x to the fourth divided by x squared is x squared. 7x squared, excuse me. And 9x squared divided by x squared is going to be negative 9. So here's your solution set to this problem, okay? Now, we have these couple problems right here. Right here, 5, factor out the GCF. It appears that the GCF is going to be 3x squared. Because 3 is a factor of 3 and 3 is a factor of 30. So when I factor that out, guys, I'm left with x squared minus 10. 3x squared times x squared is 3x to the fourth. 3x squared times negative 10 is negative 30x squared. So that checks out. Over here, what factors of 6 and 9 do we have? And I think we're going to go 3x squared again. Remember, take the lowest degree. 4, 2, we take the 2, x squared. So now, divide 6x to the fourth divided by 3x squared. It's going to be 2x squared. And 9x squared divided by 3x squared is going to be 3. Yep, 9 divided by 3 is 3, x squared. Divided by x squared is 1. So here we go. Final answer, okay? Now for the U tries on the back. There's 6 U tries, guys. Let me go ahead and fill in the answers for you. Alright, so there are your solutions. Alright, to each problem. Work. Try to get those solutions, okay? Have a good evening. See you tomorrow.